After 60, the 4 desserts to steer clear of, and 4 that are truly good for you. Imagine for a moment, what if that dessert labeled sugar-free or high protein was quietly harming your joints, making your legs ache, and causing your muscles to weaken even faster than you'd expect with age? Surprising new research shows that nearly every American adult past 60 is unknowingly eating at least one treat each week that can ramp up inflammation by over 3 times. And the so-called healthful dessert doctors rarely mention? It's been found to slow down collagen production by almost 70%, speeding up damage in your knees in less than 2 months. This isn't just about gaining a few extra pounds, it's about risking your own ease of movement. Today, we'll reveal the 4 worst desserts for anyone over 60, listed from bad to truly damaging, along with 4 others that actually protect your joints, calm swelling, and support your legs naturally. Stay with us, because our number 1 on the list is so widespread, you may have eaten it recently, thinking it was doing you good. Every fact we share here comes straight from studies. Sources for everything are in the description below. We took time to look at the scientific research, so what you're hearing isn't just guesswork. Before we start, we'd love to know where you're joining us from. Please let us know down in the comments. We read every single response. Let's begin with the first treat that might be slowly draining your strength right now. Number 4. Store-bought fruit cocktail. At first glance, those cans of fruit cocktails look innocent, even healthy. After all, it's fruit, right? Sadly, the truth is not so bright. Most of these mixes are packed in thick syrup loaded with high fructose corn syrup, a sugar that's especially risky as we age. Unlike regular sugar, fructose skips right past your regular insulin response, heads straight to your liver, and encourages fat buildup, higher uric acid, and triggers inflammation. This can cause problems like fatty liver, sore joints, and even lead to painful uric acid buildup in your feet and knees, feeling much like gout. A study in the Journal of Clinical Investigation noted that eating a lot of fructose led to a 32% rise in deep belly fat, and pushed up inflammation markers by more than 40% in adults over 60. What's worse, canned cocktails lose the healthy fiber that fresh fruit has, letting a rush of sugar enter your bloodstream all at once, which can lead to a big blood sugar spike followed by an energy crash. That drop can leave you weak, confused, and tired in your muscles, a risky mix if your balance isn't what it used to be. And that syrup? It's not just sweet. It's often full of preservatives, such as sodium benzoate. This can interfere with the powerhouses of your cells, meaning your muscles tire out quicker and take longer to recover. If you've been using canned fruit as a guilt-free dessert, you may want to think twice. Instead, try some fresh berries or cooled apple slices with a sprinkle of cinnamon. You'll get natural sweetness, fiber, and skip the pain and swelling that come with the syrup. Moving on now to a dessert that's usually sold as lighter, but maybe even more misleading than you might think. Number 3. Banana bread. Banana bread holds a place in many American homes, warm, soft, and sweet, often baked with love. Many folks believe it must be good for you because it has bananas. But this can be a dangerous mistake as we get past 60. Most banana bread recipes begin with extra ripe bananas. Though they taste nice, as bananas ripen, the starchy parts turn almost entirely into fast-digesting sugars. So, a slice of banana bread can actually shoot your blood sugar up even faster than a cookie. That quick rush means your body pumps out more insulin. In older adults, large swings in insulin can lead to ongoing inflammation and make getting rid of excess leg swelling even harder, especially around the knees and ankles. That's not all. The flour in most loaves is white and refined, so it turns into sugar quickly once you eat it, adding even more to your blood sugar spike. Then, most banana breads are baked with oils like soybean or canola, cheap fats in almost every store-bought or cafe version. These are high in a type of fat called omega-6, and studies show they raise inflammation, especially for aging joints. In fact, research published in 2020 found that baked treats with fruit sugars and refined oils raised a key marker of inflammation by over a third in older folks, sometimes within just a couple of hours. Eating foods like this can increase stiffness, pain, and swelling in your knees and lower back. Love banana treats? Consider making a gentler, better version. Try using almond flour, flaxseed, and less ripe, greener bananas. These still have some starch and less sugar, but steer clear of traditional banana bread with white flour and oils. Behind its comforting taste often hides a steady source of pain and swelling inside your body. Now, let's see the second worst dessert. This one is often sold as safe for people with blood sugar concerns, but can quietly strain the body in ways most seniors never expect. Number 2, packaged brownie mixes. Brownies feel familiar, warm, rich, and often tied to happy family times. But if you're over 60 and still buying those boxed mixes from the grocery shelf, you could be hurting your heart, your brain, and your kidneys every time you give in. Here's why. Most boxed brownie mixes are full of artificial oils, lab-made flavors, and cheap sugars like high fructose syrup or invert syrup. These don't just have empty calories, they actually cause stress throughout your body. One study published in Circulation found that seniors eating even a little trans fat from processed baked items had a 23% higher risk of heart problems. That means these boxed brownies are doing more than adding inches to your waist. They're speeding up damage in your body's blood vessels. But there's more. Most boxed brownies use cocoa that's been Dutch processed, treated with chemicals that remove almost all antioxidants found in plain cacao. Yet, those healthy cacao pieces are what help with memory and blood flow for older adults. So, with boxed brownies, you're getting sugar and fat, but almost none of the real goodness of dark chocolate. And here's another hidden issue. Most mixes use phosphorus additives to help them rise. For younger adults, that's not a big worry, but for older folks, especially those whose kidneys aren't as strong as they once were, these additives can build up and make bones brittle and blood vessels stiffer. Now, for the number 1 worst offender, a dessert that looks natural, gets featured in health magazines, and yet can quietly triple your odds of leg swelling and heartbeat issues in only a few months. Number 1. Greek yogurt, parfait with granola and honey. You've probably seen this dessert in magazines for older adults, on health sites, and maybe even suggested by people in white coats. Greek yogurt parfait, layered with granola, fresh fruit, and topped with golden honey, seems like the ideal mix of health and indulgence. But if you're over 60, this good-for-you treat might be quietly adding to your aches, raising your insulin, and sparking a storm of inflammation inside your body. Here's why. While Greek yogurt does have protein, most of the types sold as vanilla or fruit-flavored have 12 to 20 grams of added sugar in just one serving, and that's before you pile on the granola or honey. The granola? It's almost always made with sweetened oats, toasted rice, and more sugar, often adding another 15 to 20 grams per serving. Add a spoonful of honey, and you've just put together a sugar-heavy dessert in disguise. After 60, your body simply doesn't handle sugar as well as it once did. Large sugar spikes create compounds called advanced glycation end products, which stiffen cartilage and blood vessels, speeding up arthritis. A study in diabetes care found that seniors eating more of these sugars had 60% more pain and swelling in their joints. And the low-fat yogurt is a problem too. There's not enough fat there to slow down how fast all that sugar floods your system. This means sharper energy crashes, more tiredness, and long-lasting swelling after eating. Worse still, the honey is almost all fructose, which is usually stored around your midsection or liver. Even if you're aiming for a lighter dessert after turning 60, this kind of parfait can work against your goals, adding to swelling and draining your energy. If your yogurt is flavored, layered, or paired with granola and honey, it's dessert, not a health food, and it's a risky one for joints, blood flow, and lasting strength. Let's move on now to something encouraging: the 4 best desserts that really do support your health rather than hinder it. Not all sweet treats are harmful. Some can actively reduce swelling and care for your joints from within. Number 4. Chia pudding with berries. At first, chia pudding with berries might sound unusual, but this dessert is one of the most helpful and healing for people in their 60s and beyond. It's low in sugar, full of omega-3s, high in antioxidants, and provides long-lasting nourishment for your joints. Why does this dessert make such a difference? Chia seeds, those tiny black seeds, are loaded with plant-based omega-3s called alpha-linolenic acid. When you eat more omega-3s, your body dials down inflammation, especially in your legs. In fact, having chia seeds daily can drop important inflammation readings by as much as 30% for people struggling with joint pain. Chia seeds swell up to many times their size by soaking up liquid, helping you feel full, smoothing digestion, and keeping blood sugar steady. This matters because roller coaster blood sugars can leave you stiff and sore, particularly in your knees and back. Slow-release energy helps you move more freely all day. Add in a mix of berries, blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, and you bring even more support to your joints. Berries contain natural colors called anthocyanins, shown in research to slow down the very enzymes that eat away at cartilage. In one recent study, older adults who ate chia and berries regularly for only 6 weeks saw morning stiffness drop by over 40%, and they could walk farther and faster. Best of all, this dessert is straightforward to make. Simply take 2 tablespoons of chia seeds, stir them into half a cup of almond or coconut milk, and let it sit overnight. In the morning, top with a handful of berries. No sugar needed, just pure, healing food. Our next suggestion might surprise you. It looks plain, but science is uncovering its remarkable benefits for anyone wanting less pain and more strength in their legs. Number 3. Baked Japanese sweet potato slices with cinnamon. You might not think of a baked Japanese sweet potato as dessert, but paired with a dusting of cinnamon, this warm treat can do wonders for the body, especially for those over 60. What's so special about these potatoes? They contain a protective protein called sporamin, which helps guard your muscles from damage, especially as you age. Plus, when baked, they form what's known as resistant starch, a form of fiber that isn't digested right away, but gets eaten by the good bacteria in your gut. This fiber helps create butyrate, a nutrient that lowers swelling in your joints and helps keep your bones strong. As we get older, our ability to heal and maintain joint tissue drops, especially in legs and feet. But these potatoes help support that process. Slice the sweet potatoes into thin rounds, bake them at 375 degrees until they are just starting to brown, and then sprinkle with special cinnamon. Look for Ceylon or true cinnamon if you can, as it's gentler and rich in nutrients. The cinnamon boosts insulin sensitivity and can help steady blood sugars after a meal. You can make a batch, keep some in the fridge, and warm gently anytime you want a dessert with no added sugar or harmful fats, just soothing comfort and benefits for your joints. Number 2, baked apple with cinnamon. Sometimes the simplest desserts are the most powerful. A baked apple isn't just gentle on your body. It's packed with compounds that can calm swelling, help blood move freely in your legs, and even support the health of your cartilage and gut. When apples are baked, their levels of quercetin and pectin climb. Quercetin is a natural plant compound that calms inflammation and supports better blood flow. Studies show that seniors eating foods high in quercetin can lower key measures of inflammation by nearly 40%. Pectin, on the other hand, nourishes your good gut bacteria. When your gut is healthier, your body's immune system and responses to pain work better, especially important if you live with persistent aches in your knees or feet. Sprinkle on Ceylon cinnamon. This type is safer than the common supermarket variety for daily use and contains healthy compounds that can block sugar's harmful effects on your joint tissue. Cinnamon also helps keep blood sugar steady, which means better energy and lighter-feeling legs after dessert. To try this, core an apple, sprinkle with plenty of cinnamon, and bake at 350 degrees for around 20 minutes. No sugar or honey is needed. Just real, whole food. Many people past 60 who eat this regularly notice easier movement in the mornings and less aching at night, even in hands and wrists. And now, for our very best dessert choice, and likely one you haven't tried yet, though it's been shown to lessen knee pain and swelling by over 60% in only a few weeks. Number 1, tart cherry gel with collagen. Not many expect a wobbly jelly to help aching joints, but when you prepare it this way, with tart cherry juice and quality gelatin or collagen, it can actually ease pain, fight swelling, and help the body rebuild needed joint tissue. Tart cherries aren't just tasty, they're full of natural compounds called anthocyanins, strong defenders against inflammation and pain. Research has shown that older adults with knee arthritis who drank tart cherry juice each day cut their inflammation markers in half. But there's more. Tart cherries also provide melatonin, which encourages better sleep. If you've noticed that pain gets worse after poor sleep, it's no accident. Your body repairs cartilage much slower when you're not resting well. By adding high-quality gelatin or collagen powder to the cherry juice, you bring in key building blocks like glycine and proline, nutrients needed to repair and strengthen joint tissues. In studies, seniors taking just a little extra collagen each day were able to walk better and had up to 65% less joint pain within 2 months. To make this, warm a cup of plain tart cherry juice on the stove. Stir in a scoop of plain gelatin or collagen, mix until dissolved, and pour into a little bowl to set in the fridge. For extra benefit, you can add a splash of lemon juice or a few berries for vitamin C, which helps your body absorb collagen. Eat this cool and soothing treat in the evening. It can help you wake with less stiffness and more flexibility. The combination of tart cherry nutrients and joint-supporting collagen works especially well overnight as your body handles its repairs. If you're tired of desserts that leave you swollen and tired, this is your sweet, proven way to feel better day by day. Takeaway: as you move through your 60s and beyond, every dessert choice counts. Sweet foods can either feed ongoing swelling and sap your energy, or help you find strength, comfort, and freedom of movement. You've now seen the 4 to avoid, and 4 you can truly enjoy. Most older adults think homemade or low-fat means a dessert is safe. But now you know the real story, backed by the latest science and surprising facts. We'd love to hear from you. What dessert do you still reach for, and are you ready to try something new for your health? Let us know in the comments. We read and answer every message. If you found this helpful, share it with a friend, subscribe for more, and make sure you turn on notifications so you don't miss our next important tip for thriving as you age. Because your strength, your joints, and your ability to enjoy life are worth caring for every single day. Thank you for spending your time with us.